Hello YouTube, this is Denox Anime Review 7 here again. Sword Art Online episode 19. Let's get started. So basically, this episode starts with Kirito and Leafa and Yui. Yeah, I'm gonna include her too because even though she's not visible like the same size as the other two, but she's still around as a little pixie girl. So they're going around some cave. Forgot what it's called. I think it has to start with the letter C. But anyways, Kirito and Leafa were exploring to see where they're going to get around with this world tree. And then they noticed that they're being chased by a group of plants called the Salamanders. And once they noticed that, Leafa created like some sort of wall barrier so they do not get noticed or anything like that. So they hide behind it. She activates some spell because it's like Leafa and Kirito had this little conversation that Kirito had to learn some sort of spell because he's a Spriggan, and he had to learn something at least. But he said he wanted to stick to sword fighting because that's his strong point. But like eventually he's gonna have to learn some spells if he wants to get around this world. So it has like something to do with enchantments. You're chanting some different language kind of spells so you can activate something. So that's basically what it is. So then after they were hiding, something really crappy happened. A bat was around. It's like a detection bat from the salamanders. We did not know where these salamanders are yet, but this bat was detecting their movements, and Leafa noticed that they've been spotted in some ways. So she reacted really fast and she tried to get rid of the bat. So basically she was enchanting some spell to get rid of it, explode it, and then slice into pieces. And then they couldn't stay there, they couldn't hide like before. Kirito was wondering and was a little bit confused, but they just had to. Leafa told Kirito, we had to leave because we've been spotted. We're not gonna be able to hide from them anymore because they detected our location if we stay here. So they kept going, and they end up in a bridge. It was pretty much at night. Yeah, so they're playing a game like in evening or something at this episode. And then when they're about to get to this gate to a next town or something, it was blocked by a giant barrier wall, and they couldn't get through. Because it seems that the salamanders that were chasing them, they did some sort of blocking spell so they couldn't get away, so they could cast their prey. And the problem is, it was 12 of these guys against 2. Put it 3 because Yui, we have to include that little pixie girl there. So after that, they ran into each other, and there were a really strategic formation that they did. The 4 salamander, people right there. Sorry, that's not the best way I could have said it. But there were 3 salamander guys. All 3 of them were. I'm very sorry. I'm kind of got mixed up for a sec. I had it on my mind. Sorry about that. So there were 3 salamander members with a big shield, blocking everything. So when Kirito was trying to slash through them, they took very little damage when Kirito tried to strike those shield guys because they were like their defense. And then there was 3 healers right behind them. They were healing the defenders. And then let's just see, there's 12 people, right? So there's 6 more in the back behind the healers throwing fireballs at Kirito, and he took a couple hits. And before that, Kirito said that he wanted to be in the front lines, and and Leafa be the assistant so she could heal Kirito every time he gets hit and everything. But it wasn't enough, because what Kirito was doing, he was just doing his own thing. He was trying to get through the defense, but he couldn't because the healer were gonna heal him. And then the fireball came, bang! It hit Kirito a couple times, and he did the same mistake twice. And then Leafa and Kirito made another plan, and Leafa did some sort of enchantment that turned Kirito into this huge, humongous monster. I cannot describe what kind of monster it is, but it was a monster powerful enough to defeat all the salamanders, the salamander clan. So he got to the defense guys first, the three of them. He slashed through their shield. He even ate one of them, and then he squeezed them, and a lot that if it was real life, it would be very tragic to see. But thankfully, since these people don't die in this world like they did Sword Art Online, Kirito's just having fun, being this monster, being all, scary and badass and all that stuff. And he sliced through the healers, and then he sliced through all the fire user, and he left one to survive. Because Kirito, in his monster form, he grabbed this one of the mages. Yeah, there were 6 mages, 3 healers, and 3 knights defending, 3 shields. That was their formation, pretty much. So we got Kirito. He was holding one of the mages in his hand, and he was about to crack his head down like this, like that. You know what I mean. But Leafa told him, don't destroy him, because he might have some information on, who's behind this whole salamander attack and all that stuff. And they told him that it seems that Sigurd, the one that was leading Leafa's clan, he's responsible for that. So when he said that she's gonna later regret it, he was actually trying to make sure she regretted, but didn't work. And then Kirito was blackmailing this guy that they spared. He said, "I'll give you this rare item. I don't know what the name is, but it's a rare item that he might have want if you give me this information about what's going on with Salamander and guys behind it, Sigurd and all that stuff." So and then he got the information. The fire mage, the salamander mage boy, he left free, and then that's basically what happened there. So they went to this town, and then Leafa. Oh yeah, there's something really funny I forgot to mention. My bad. Before they head to the town, Kirito and Leafa, they were joking around with each other, and then before Kirito bit her hand, like that. He was making some jokes that I forgot, but he bit her hand, and then Leafa slapped Kirito. And he deserved it, because he was just trying to be he was enjoying being a monster, and then he was making jokes with Leafa, and then he knows it was his fault, and my bad, I'm sorry about that, sorry. And then he had virtual blood right here, the virtual slap. But then it went back to normal afterwards. Even Yui agreed with Leafa that it was he had it coming, pretty much. He had that slap coming. So after they were in that new town, I don't know the territory. Like I said, there are a lot of information that I do not remember. But eventually I will. That's why I did not have time to review Sword Art Online right after I saw the episode, because I had a visitor and all that stuff. But so Leafa logged off for a moment, but before that, Leafa told me, "If you ever bite me again, I'll slice you in half. And Yui, I want you to watch over my body so Kirito does not do anything weird to me." And Kirito, I know that Kirito was just joking around and stuff, but yeah, he kind of took it too far. Kirito was being too cocky in this episode, I can tell you that. With the monster form and everything. Yeah, he could beat Sugo with that. Okay, so because Leafa got a bunch of messages from Recon saying that there's something wrong with the clan, and that Sigurd betrayed Recon and the rest of the clan, and he's working with the salamanders and all that stuff. And then we go back to Sugo, that she logged off for a moment, and she was calling that kid who was Recon. I'm still gonna call him Recon because I don't remember his real life name. So she was talking with Recon about that he got shot on the arrow, because he was telling about Sigurd was devising a plan underground with the salamander team, and then he betrayed Leafa's clan. It sucks really. So basically, they're going to have to rescue Recon and the rest of the teammates from from the traitor Sigurd. Yeah, he seems to be a bastard, but I don't know exactly his intentions yet, so I'm not gonna bash him like crazy. And then as soon as Leafa got logged back in, she told Kirito, we gotta rescue this guy. We gotta rescue. There's something I have to go somewhere. I have to go right now. She did not say Recon to Kirito. Okay, I'm sorry about that. I thought she was calling me. Man, this really sucks that I cannot like edit or anything because it'll take me long. I want this over already. Okay, what happened afterwards? That they were Leafa and Kirito. They were rushing outside of town and everything because she was in a big hurry. And I think I'll have to. Leafa told Kirito, I have to leave you and support the other clan because they really need me, especially Recon. And then he also told Kirito that I think the salamander can help you better on getting up to the world tree besides her. And Kirito kind of denied it because she trusts Leafa well, and Kirito he wanted to stick by with Leafa. Since Leafa was sticking by with him trying to help him, Kirito decided to help her as well. And Kirito was being kind of touchy for a sec, kind of nicer, saying I want to be your friend and everything, and you helped me so much and I thank you for that. And it made Leafa very happy, so they decided to stick together and help out each other in any ways they can. So it's like Leafa was helping Kirito helped Leafa, and I can't wait till Sugo and Kirito know that they're each other in the game. Kazuto and Sugo, Kirito and Leafa, that they're the same person. They're gonna know it soon, and I wonder how that's gonna turn out, and I wonder how this whole thing is gonna end, because what really sucked about this episode, the only thing that I hate about this episode, Asuna never showed up in this episode. I hope she shows up next episode to see what's gonna happen next, see if she's actually gonna escape this bird cage. But that's all I have to say right there. That's where the episode pretty much ends. Very good episode, 9 out of 10, or 4.5 out of 5, because I really like this episode a lot, and I'm pretty sure next episode is going to be even better. I have a feeling about that. I don't know exactly what's going to happen next episode, but I can only assume that it's going to be better than this one. But the Monster for Kirito, I have not expected that. I never knew that in that game a player could turn into a monster if they use like some sort of spell. It seems that like Leafa did some sort of spell to combine a monster and a human, like turning a human to a monster. I don't know how to explain it, but it was pretty cool. But the way that Kirito was killing these people, since they don't die in real life when they get killed in the virtual world, it doesn't pain you to kill people in that game. That's what I'm saying, because they're just gonna come back to life in another location. Anyway, that's all I have to say. Sorry, this is not the best review, like I said, of Sword Art Online. Maggie's gonna be better because I'm gonna make sure that I'm gonna review it as soon as I finish watching the episode. Anyways, take care. Bye.